let's talk a little Nike. In the new world of social media, Nike and Dove are launching a different type of partnership here. The two brands announced a joint venture, Body Confidence Sport. This is a tool aimed to coach girls age 11 to 17 to help build body confidence. Vanessa Garcia-Brito, who is the Nike Chief Impact Officer, joins us now. Vanessa, great to speak with you as always here. First and foremost, I mean, we've seen some amazing partnerships over the year. And I think back to kind of some of those, Nike and Apple on the tech side. We've seen Nike and Gatorade in some instances. And so now Nike and Dove, the kind of subsidiary of Unilever here, what made this make sense, and what's the broader initiative that is looked to be driven forward from here?
Well, thank you so much for having me on. It's really great to see you. To kick off, Nike really believes in the power of sport to move the world forward. And that means breaking down barriers for girls and women in sport. We've been doing that for decades and decades. But the reality is that girls today are falling out of sport at twice the rate as boys. Imagine that's 45% of girls ages 11 through 17 who are not staying in sport. That's a real problem. And so we knew that we needed to dig deeper to find some new solutions. Dove is a brand that shares our commitment to creating a world where girls feel confident and are getting all of the opportunities to fulfill their potential. So it made a ton of sense for us to team up and put Body Confidence Sport out into the world.
Vanessa, what's your strategy when it comes to social media around this? Because we know there's been, social media has been under a microscope. In fact, we know that recently Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, has been sued by states accusing the company of knowingly hurting teens with the harm that social media can have on body image for young girls, teens on social media. So what's your strategy when it comes to this partnership and how you showcase it on social media?
This issue about how we are talking to girls and frankly, all kids about their bodies goes beyond any format or area. So really it is about focusing on what their bodies can do versus what they look like, helping them understand how they can appreciate everything that their bodies are able to do, and stop what we call body talk. That voice in your head that is telling you that your thighs are too big, or that maybe you look great because you lost weight, or all these other things that have much more to do with appearance than what your body is able to do. Frankly, that it goes beyond whatever platform you're in, and it also goes beyond any one person who's talking to kids. Whether you come across them as a teacher, as a coach, as a friend, as a parent, you can help change that no matter what medium you're talking to them through.
Vanessa, I mean, as much as we talk about how this has been the summer of Taylor Swift and Beyonce and Barbie, this has also been the summer of women's sport, too. You think about the success that we had seen with the Women's World Cup. Additionally, the WNBA finals that just wrapped up and the viewership that went into that. I mean, all of these things considered, there's been so much more focus now around women's sport, and it seems like it's continuing to grow. And this is also a good economic indicator as well here. So what type of investment do you expect us to continue to see, and how is that going to create more opportunities as well, both economically, but also just, to have fun out there and playing sport at the end of the day too?
And I'm going to pick up on a word that you just used, which is just more. It is great to see more attention being given to girls and women in sport, as I mentioned, but girls are still falling out. So we need more and more of them to stay into play. And not just because it's good for the future of sport, but it's because it's good for the future of society. And frankly, our day-to-day right now, we do need to be bringing more sport into our lives. And sport brings so many other skills between how we connect with each other, how we connect with ourselves. We know that kids who are staying in sport are healthier, happier, do better in school. So it's just it's one of those areas where, truly more is more.
Vanessa, I want to ask you about your plans for the holidays when it comes to, say, just increasing sneaker culture, particularly when it comes to women and girls, and just helping that, kind of proliferate more.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, there's a really fun holiday ahead. The season is filled with all sorts of sneakers and apparel that I think people are going to really enjoy being out there buying for their friends and family. I myself, I'm a runner, so I love to be recruiting others to get out there running, and that includes my family. So on my own Christmas list, I've got the Nike React Infinity Run 4, which does a couple of things that are pretty awesome. One, they look great. They feel fantastic. If you're a runner, you're getting 13% energy back. And for those of us who also want to be feeling good about how the planet is taking this in, it reduces carbon footprint by at least 43%. So, that's a product that I hope other people will check out too.
Well, it's so funny. So I got my first pair of Jordans this year, actually. A friend, yes, I did.
You jumping higher out here in these streets?
They did not help me. But to your point about, I was never a person who really embraced sneaker culture. And it was a friend of mine who was really into, she has a huge collection of Dunks and, just so I got in this year. It was my first time. Vanessa, I'll let you have the last word. Is there anything else that you want to leave us with regard to this campaign? I know Nike doesn't traditionally do a lot of partnership. So why Dove? What's the last word?
Yeah. So first of all, Dan, welcome to the sneaker culture and sneaker family. We're happy to have you. Last word is really check out Body Confidence Sport. It's easy to find, bodyconfidencesport.com. If two big brands like ours are coming together to get behind girls, then we hope that many others out there will too. Frankly, everybody's got to get into her corner, and we're really happy to be doing this together with our partners.
All right. Thank you. Vanessa Garcia-Brito, Nike Chief Impact Officer. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.